Welcome. Today we are going to do breathing from 90-90. So we're going to do a little bit of hip motion, but not a lot. We're mostly focused on breathing through a rotated spine. So you might need two blocks or something to prop your knees up on. If you're in 90-90 position and you kind of get these gaps in your knees, you can put something underneath there to make it a little more comfortable for you, or for your hands. So adjust as needed so that it's comfortable for you in these positions where you're not feeling like you're going to fall over. Okay. So we are going to start with your left leg forward. I like to use the yoga mat for this because you can really chalk off the angles exactly. I just go knee up to the corner of the mat and then bring my shin right across the top of it. And then hands, you can use the blocks or whatever you need. If you can sit up here, just fine without it, that's great. If you need blocks, go ahead and use it. For me on this side, I do need a little bit of a block for support. Your back knee is going to be out at 90 degrees. If this feels like it's too much for you, move this back knee up to meet your front heel. That's completely fine. Not concerned about what's happening back here. I just want you to be comfortable in a good seated position, okay? So you can have knee either touching the front heel like this, or you can have it back here or anywhere in between, wherever you feel most comfortable. Our focus initially is up on this front leg, okay? So with the front leg, if you need a little block to support yourself, go ahead and do that. We're just going to be doing some breath work here first. So if your knee's up like this, when you're seated, take a block or anything and set it right under there to give you a little bit more support. Okay? Again, we need support here, not just when we're hanging out. We're going to make sure we're comfortable. If you need to touch with the ground, then it's going to be right there. Okay? So imagine someone's taking your collarbones up to the ceiling, and you have a little tennis ball right here. Lift your belly button up over the tennis ball as you slowly reach your collarbones forward so you get a little stretch on the backside of this left hip, just a gentle stretch. And then from there, you take a 4-second inhale through the nose. And a 4-second exhale. So keep that breathing pattern. 4 seconds in through the nose. 4-second exhale. I'm just getting in this position here so you can see what it looks like from the side so that we're not hunched over. We're sitting up tall, long spine to the ceiling. Finding our breath. We should have a little stretch on the backside of this left hip. If you want a little bit more, you can reach the crown of your head and your shoulders forward, get a little more of a stretch there as you find your breath. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Good. Now we're going to go over to this right leg, be our focus. So you're going to stay in the same position you're in. If your right knee is up against your heel, that's fine. If it's out here, that's fine too. Does not need to move here. So we were facing over our front leg. Now we're going to use our hands, use blocks if need be. Slowly turn your torso, man. There's a laser beam right on your chest. Turn your chest. Don't just turn your shoulders over like this, otherwise we're just going to be cranking out through the low back here, okay? So use your hands to guide, use your torso, and just gently turn your torso, little by little, until we get about 3 o'clock, or wherever feels comfortable for you. You might feel this hip starting to wind up a little bit and get a little tension. That's okay. We just don't want to feel it in the low back. If we're feeling the low back, we back out of this a little bit, or we can move this knee up, okay? So if your knee is up here, we just turn the chest a little bit, and that's our position. We're just getting a little bit of a rotated spine. And then from here, breathe in through the nose. Four seconds out. We're doing a 4-second inhale. 4-second exhale. All we're doing is breathing. But now we've rotated the spine, so now we have different stuff happening in the chest cavity and everything else. So we need a nice slow breath. And exhale out. This might feel harder than the other direction. Actually, most likely will, because everything's kind of twisted around a little bit. Breathe easy. We're not trying to get a hard workout here. We're literally just trying to breathe through different positions of the spine. Again, our tempo is 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. Good. Now in the same position, we're going to do a neck car. Pull the neck back, tuck the chin down towards the collarbones. Look over your left shoulder. Drop the water out of the ear of your left shoulder. Eyes up. Come around. Ear to right shoulder. Chin down to collarbone. Scrape across the collarbones. Ear down. Eyes up. Ear down. Chin down. Pause. Chin scrapes your collarbones. Goes over your right shoulder. Drop your ear down. Eyes up. Ear down. Chin down. Chin down. Ear over. Drop. Eyes up. Chin down. Scrape the collarbones. Look over your blind spot of your right shoulder. Ear down. Eyes up. Ear down. Chin down. And rest. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to switch sides. Do the same thing on the other side. So we'll get the right leg forward. Again, if you need a little block or anything underneath these knees, because you feel like you're a little unstable or your knees hanging off the ground up here, drop a block in, okay? Sit up nice and tall. Start to reach your collarbones up to the ceiling and forward. Imagine you're trying to clear a little bit of a hurdle right here. You start to feel a little stretch in the backside of this right hip. You use blocks for support if needed with your hands. Once you get a gentle stretch in the backside of this hip, we're going to do our 4-second inhale. 4-second exhale. Remember, we're just finding breath with a little bit of a stretch. That's all we're doing. We're not creating force today, just breath with stretch. If you do a regular breath practice and you're able to do longer inhales or longer exhales, go ahead and go for that. Do whatever feels comfortable for you. If you're finding 4 seconds a little long on each end, adjust for whatever feels good and build up. And now, we're going to slowly turn to this leg. Remember, there's a little laser beam on your sternum. Gently turn it. Just enough, or you might get a little stretch here. You might not, that's okay. We're just trying to rotate the torso to now about 10 o'clock or so. Okay? Remember, if this back knee needs to be up against your heel, go for that, or if you need support underneath your hands. Breathe in. And exhale out. In this rotated position, it could be a little challenging to get those deeper breaths in. So if you can, take your opposite hand, put it on your stomach as you inhale. Try to push your stomach away with your inhale through your nose. That way you're getting that really deep breath as opposed to breathing in just through your thoracic cavity here. So breathe in. Do our neck cars on this side. Pull the neck back a little bit, tuck the chin down, look over your left shoulder, drop the water out of your left ear, eyes come up, ear comes to the shoulder, chin down, scrapes across, look over your left shoulder, ear down, eyes up, ear down, chin down, pause, we're just going to get 2, look over the blind spot of your right shoulder, ear down, eyes up, ear down, chin down, bring it across the collarbone, so 1 more, look over your right shoulder, tilt the ear, eyes up, across, ear down, chin down, and rest. Awesome. So that was just our breathing from 90-90 with different spinal rotations. You can play around with that as many ways as you like, different breaths in, different breaths out. You can slow it down, speed it up in terms of your breath. Try to go for as long and slow as you can on the inhales and exhales. Really calm the body here. We're not trying to work a ton. Okay, great work. Remember, you can subscribe to my videos right over there. Click on that link. Have a great day.